And there might be blood in the water now for teams like Hong Kong, because that was a major blow from China to Japan, and that might hint on how to solve the puzzle of Japan. But right now the puzzle is, how do the team in red get around the team in yellow and vice versa?
I think a lot of the game is going to be dictated on who's going to come out and who's going to make their tackles. I think truly either side's got to go ahead and be really pot committed to go ahead and making their one-on-one tackles and using that ball and sticking to their systems on attack and hitting those edges and letting the game open up for them. Really excited to see which team performs.
Singapore in the red with black shorts. It's Thailand in the yellow and navy shorts. That hasn't gone too well from the start, but look, it happens sometimes like that.
Mark.
Slight look of bewilderment. It's windy out there, and it's cold.
Yeah, not the exact way you want to start the match. Offsides penalty call. Early, great possession for Thailand, middle of the pitch. What do they got?
Side.
Oh, a little strike from the dude from Singapore. The old curried crab came out there with a leg and tried to hook it in. So, where's Thailand going to find their space? Is it here? Oh, there's a little bit. What about over here? They've got them spread out wide. It's ambitious play by Thailand. Can they link it together? They have to go the same way. Well, Singapore need to get on the front foot here. As Colin was saying, he'd like to see a few shoulders on thighs from time to time. About now is where you want to see it. But he's not going to. And Thailand open up the account 5-0.
And that's what you love to see from Thailand. That was absolutely phenomenal. We talked about making tackles and actually bringing the aggressiveness, but on attack, using the ball to use the space and getting to the outside and just getting through a defender. You just love to see it one-on-one on the outside, the strength to get through that would-be tackler and dotting it down for your team. Wonderful performance, wonderful attack pattern. You love to see it from Thailand.
Conversion attempt, not quite on target. Still probably got it quite a bit closer than I would have. Sada, they've left the option easy for me at the start, and I've taken it. Well, they'll be delighted with that, Thailand. Just goes to show. Well taken at the kick-off.
Advantage. Over.
Now, where was it going to come for Thailand? Who's it going to be for Singapore? Oh, the big thighs pumping there for a second. I thought he might shoot the gap. He's laid them deep and wide outside. Good hustle from Singapore. Now, this is a bit more flat. Right up on the gain line. Still a few yards. Roll Thailand back a wee bit further. That's gone over his head to nobody. With these friendly hands behind. I thought he was going to feed that. I thought he was going to give it. Yeah. Very apologetic.
Got a little bit of a high tackle here right there across the neck. You can't do that. You got to get those tackles low. He knew it. Very apologetic, like Jed said. Still got the penalty.
Coach. Bye.
Well, it's intriguing.
Side.
We're not looking at behemoths, but we're looking at two groups trying to work out how to use what they've got to the best effect. And Singapore would dearly love to get back on an even footing. 5-0, they trail at the moment. Look again, out wide on the far side. It's good, strong. Bustling metres taken by Singapore, and they'll go again. Oh, he's keen to swing it, wasn't he?
Almost had it.
Look good, he wanted to give it. That's good to see. Singapore, they go for the swing. Thailand there, just to cause problems. Tap and go for Singapore. Who have they got? Well, they've got one of the strike players sitting over on the far side, so they've got him. Just wonder whether he might have run out of gas.
No crowd release.
Oh,
No crowd release.
thought that looked pretty good.
Again, Singapore. Where's it going to come? If it's going to come, a show. He just about goes through the gap. Oh, he has. What about that one? Well. The baby-faced assassin. He'll be off the bed after this.
I mean, just a great job by Singapore. They really battled this ball well up the pitch. Phase after phase, and right here, great little half gap, but sticking to it with his feet pumping, going backwards, slipping out of a tackle, getting a try. But really, it was the dedication of the entire squad, moving that ball up the pitch for that opportunity and staying on the job, staying composed to let that open up the way the game should. Nice dummy. Tackler just released him while he still had his feet. Nice job fighting to the bitter end.
I think he was about to yell touch, wasn't he? Well, fine score for Singapore and the conversion to go with it. They got the matching set. And so they lead the game 7 points to 5.
Back.
That must have been within a gnat's whisker of making the meterage there. Singapore looked to have a little bit more spring in the step. Unfortunately, they've lost the ball. That's the end of the half. Well, they'll be committed to play.
Marker here.
Oh, last play of the half. Anything could happen. Calls have come on from the referee.
Still got rugby to play, guys.
It must be cold.
Side.
You'll have to, no, you've got to put it in there sometime. Yeah, no need to argue about it. Pointless to argue about it. It's a tip for young players out there. You can talk to these guys with a whistle all you like. You'll go nowhere with them. Thailand onto a loose one. Well, a hopeful run.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's carved them. Absolutely carved them.
Oh,
Desperation tackle. Great work from Singapore. And the referee, deliberate knock on is the call. Well, you've got to go. Oh, they're meticulous, these referees. The detail.
taking a look at it here. Great little breakout by Thailand. It just...
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that happened in the blink of an eye. Hard work out there in this international game of sevens. It is the Olympic qualifier though. So you can expect to be doing some running. When they try and wind them up, Singapore just about rolled them off it. Thailand with the one-man advantage. Will they go through? Will they go all the way?
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. In they go again. And the Kingdom take the half at 10-7. The kick will come.
Absolutely gassed, but look at that. Great offload. What a strong run. Well after the hooter has sounded an extra time here in this first half, and Thailand strikes again. And looks like our man's pretty gassed after that run.
Well, you can't blame him. Oh, is he allowed for the wind? Well, that looked pretty tidy off the foot. At the end of the first half, they're huffing, they're puffing, and you could just about blow them over in one go. But it's Thailand leading the Lion City of Singapore 10 points to 7. Stand by for Colin Hawley's halftime highlights.
Yeah, taking a look at it, both teams coming out here, evenly matched squads, comes down to physicality and running your pattern. Nice job to the outside by Thailand, and look at this little fend off and get over for the try. Great job there, just power on the corner, and that's what they're missing so far in this tournament. Glad to see them go ahead and find a bit of their shape. Singapore wanting a bit of action for themselves here, a nice little dart there, the dummy through a little half gap. Keep your legs going, son. Nice little pirouette in there and dotting down for a try of his own. Never give up on the play, but great job to answer back. Extending the lead 7 points to 5 in Singapore's favor. But here we go, the run through the middle, and right there, the deliberate knock on. That's going to be a yellow card for Singapore. He's going to sit down on the naughty chair for 2 minutes. We play in extra time, zeros on the clock, a nice offload and the pace to get through the gap to end the first half, and Thailand's on top, 10 points to 7.
Second half about to start. Well, given the context that's been laid on the tournament now, after China's win over Japan, Colin, that might be enough to fill the sails of the UAE when they go to work against Hong Kong, China. I say, don't go anywhere. Catch this last game. Hong Kong, China taking on the UAE. Anything could happen. Thailand start the second half. Singapore in arrears by 3. And with a yellow card as well. So they have a go on the outside and they have a proper go. The referee's penalty came in a very timely fashion too.
Kickable. Kickable.
So, Singapore still with only 6 guys on the pitch. There's a lot of work to do out there with 7.
Ooh.
It's almost cruelty to be out there with 6. In and away. Oh, look out. Singapore holding on to the ball, but more importantly, walking down that yellow card clock. If you've got the ball, they can't score. If they can't score when you've got 6. Well, that's how you should be playing it. And they go again, and it's just a plethora of penalties to benefit Singapore here.
Interesting tactic by Singapore, getting these penalties and going quick. I think you want to go ahead and run down the clock a little bit on this yellow card to get your team back to full numbers, but they're doing a great job maintaining possession, except and they still have it.
Come off.
Well, back to 7 they go. They've worked that beautifully.
Thailand subs. Number.
Singapore, they've managed their way out of a very, very nasty hole.
Okay.
And they get themselves back up to 7 men.
Hey,
Now, that would have taken some miles off the clock of the other blokes, though.
come on. Oh, Marcus.
It's not exactly a game of give and take, Sevens. It's a game of all taking and just some people taking slower than others. Less than 5 left on the clock. Singapore having a dash at it. He must redeem himself, the big man. Just about set sail over the try line.
Away.
And wouldn't you know it, no sooner do they get 7 on the pitch than they lose the ball.
Doing better with 6.
It's a very, very cruel mistress, the rugby ball.
Yeah, here's the ball.
Bounces the way it wants to bounce. Look at this.
A nice ball to the outside, and just if you're the winger there, number 12, it's just got to end well. Playing off that left foot, come back inside and play a phase for your squad.
Singapore subs.
I know he's probably wanting to redeem that yellow card, but all in good time.
So 8 man down is the call. He did get crunched a bit. Probably look, this guy had the line in his eyes, and he was all about it. Good, courageous tackle, though, from the Thai player. Looks like he'd be operating with a cork thigh as well, to be honest. Looks a bit tender, doesn't he? Ouch.
I've been there before. That is not a good feeling.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. That's going to be sore in the morning.
bit of tiger balm here, we got his gold.
Rugby player's best friend.
Mark. Yes, good.
So, Thailand. Seeing the penalty kick into touch, Singapore have got in there and picked their pockets. Well, what about that one? He just stuck an arm out. So, Singapore, they give the ball a bit of air. There's the old mud flap running at number 8. Up to the 22 they go. They need the recycle. He has a look around the outside. No action. Now they come back. Need to be on the go forward. Singapore. I think the idea of just punching a hole in the ties from a standing start's probably not the way to go. Now they go again. We've been over this territory before, and it's the Ties winning so far. The last time was up by the 22. And just...
Come off.
Oh dear.
Third ball.
He's going to the pocket again.
Gee whiz. That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Wow. He just happened to pull out the colors tonight.
This one's a bit harsh, I think. But hey, consistency's the call, right? So he backs off it.
It's okay.
It's hit the back of his heel, and he's been told to relax. Think about what he's done. Try and understand his feelings.
Side.
It's a tough one to do. So, Thailand and Singapore back to that situation of 6, which was working pretty well for them the last time they were there.
Wow.
Thailand to push them through, though. Here come the Kingdom. Can't find anybody around the back.
Offside.
Looks like Singapore might have lost another soldier as well. There's a bit of limping and a little bit of cramp going on out there. It's unpleasant. This is not pleasant to watch.
Mark. Come on.
There are fewer discomforts in the world worse
Let's go. Crouch.
than feeling as bad as you can feel in the game of sevens rugby.
It is torturous.
Coach.
Well, they contend themselves inside out, the good guys. And the good teams, they seem to live in the cooker all day. Here's a go on the outside. Can he get free? He can. Can he find the extra gear? He does. Can he get over to the post? He will. The woohoo comes from the bench. And the Kingdom storm home. 15 points to 7. The kicks to come. It's doable from there, Colin Hawley.
Yeah, the ball just squirts out there. The scrum decided to go ahead and change directions. Get it back out here and watch this little step. I mean, what a little rip of a left foot step to get on the outside. Violent and dynamic to get to the edge and scoring the try. Thailand's been threatening, and with Singapore down a man, that's exactly what they wanted to do, to go ahead and create some space in this match. Only 45 seconds left on the clock. That's what Thailand needed.
Singapore back to 7 men. The gap's out to 10 points. It's coming down to half a minute. The mathematics don't work out too good, and I'm not great at maths.
Come on.
Singapore's got to go for the miracle play. The miracle, 11-point play. $20 on the dial. Just a try would do. They'll have a dash at it surely. Over at the top of the first one. Through the second one. Oh, he just keeps on trucking. You can't have it. It's mine. Now they swing it. There's that awful sound. And Thailand prevail.
Full time.
Game over. And after trying so furiously hard, Singapore, Thailand come over the top of them at the death. 17 points to 7. Not the prettiest thing to watch. It certainly looked like the sorest thing we've seen all day.
Absolutely.
But they're through. The Thailand men. That's how we